Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do a disassembly and I guess kind of an overview of the left-handed Axon from Vero Engineering. So I have two of them here. I do plan on selling one just because I've been spending a lot on knives and recouping is a good idea. Now, this is the first one I got. Because Joseph only had DLC and End Cut or Red G10 at the time, and I just didn't want Red G10, and obviously I couldn't get anything else on the blade, so I got this, and I was like, I never do the murdered out thing, let me try it. So I did, and I absolutely love this one. The action on this knife is just stupid, which has caused issues because I want other ones to be like that, right? Like this one, for example, I just got. It's still really good. It's just not as good as this, which is weird because this is PVD coated, right? Or DLC. So you'd think it would have a break-in period or something longer than that one. This one just started doing this right away. But I'm thinking maybe because of the grind lines on here, it needs to like break through that or something. And it is really good. But yeah, this one's just fantastic. It has no lock stick or anything. That one has a little bit, but it's wearing in. I just figure that's another reason to take that one apart. See if maybe I can clean that out or whatever. Yeah, this one's just basically flawless, dead centered, no issues. I haven't touched the pivot at all, and it just drops shut. So I think I'm going to sell this one just because I like satin better. Maybe I'll keep both. I don't know. We'll see, but I do like this one a lot. I just, overall, if I had to choose, I would choose satin every day over coated. You just don't get to see, the awesomeness of a satin, of the grind lines, you just don't get that. You don't get the fingerprints. Wow, you want that shit, right? I do like the blacked out hardware and everything, so I was thinking maybe I'd do a swap. Maybe I'd keep these scales, because I really do. That was one thing I want to talk about. I really like this End Cut carbon fiber. I have to say, I think I like it better than the micarta. Best Tech, I will say, did not do a great job on these scales. I mean, they're pretty rough on the edges. It's really taken my oils pretty well, so it'll all wear in. It'll be fine, but it just seemed like they didn't do the best job with it. But, it's coming together just fine. And detent and everything is the same as on this one. So yeah, so I absolutely love it. I was gonna do a full review, and then I was like, I've done the review on the Axon, aka the Pants Creamer. That's what this, the nickname for the Axon is, the Pants Creamer. And now there's a Lefty Pants Creamer. I mean, that's just crazy. And it's just wonderful having a left-handed version. I mean, I've said it before, I'm just so grateful to Joseph for doing that, because not many companies do left-handed knives, and especially not these small boutique brands. So it's really appreciated to all of us lefties that you did that. And it's also just a fantastic knife. It functions absolutely the same as the right-handed one. Now, this does have the upgrades of the Gen 2. So I think what that means is you get a little more of that flipper tab up top to get a better front flip. And then you get a little better access in here, I think. And then you get the upgraded clip with no ramp. And I will say, I think the clearance was updated a little bit, because this goes in pocket much easier. I can one-hand it in real easy. Whereas the original one in my cart, I had to use two hands. And I'll say one reason I waited to get this before selling one was I was worried that the micarta would be harder to pocket than this End Cut, because this is kind of smooth and this is obviously micarta, but it's not. Yeah, I love this handle material, the End Cut carbon fiber. If you ever get a chance to try it, if you haven't, it's really, really nice. It's kind of got this softness to it, yet it's very sturdy. It's a cool handle material, so it feels really good in hand. Micarta, has that little bit of texture to it, a little roughness. It's just a different feel. And I really like both. I don't know what I'd like better. And I was thinking like maybe I'd do swappage, but then it's just a lot of work. And if I screw up, I don't know. I'd rather not. And if I'm going to sell one, I might as well sell the one I haven't touched, right? And just be nice about it. So I'm going to get into this because I want to see if I can improve the action with bearings. And you can see in there was no Loctite, which is cool because usually you have to Loctite the crap out of Veros. But that doesn't seem to be the case. I'll probably do it anyway. Should be fairly simple. We should have the same body screws all the way around. Right? Yep. Okay, so those are the same. Oh, okay. Okay, here. So I did try to put some oil on it and stuff, so it could be a little dirty in there. Backspacer is right here. This should just come off. I'm not even going to mess with it. I don't need to. Stop pin popped out. We have our bearings. Is the pivot going to come out? I don't need it to, so I'm not going to actually worry about it. It should fit in there just the way it is. You got your 5mm bearings. Here's your lock bar. So you do have an insert, which is awesome. And let's see if we can determine the issue here. So yeah, it looks a little scraped up. Right on the edge there. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Really hard to tell. I'd have to take the other one apart. The other one's PVD coated, obviously, so I don't know. I do like how it has these 3 screws. Oh, you're not going to be able to see that, are you? It has like 3 screws in here. See that? Maybe it's 2. Holding in the insert. There's the other side of them. Pretty cool that they do that. Really secure. You have some... Ooh, there goes my alcohol. You have some internal milling, of course, which is awesome. They try to get it wherever they can. I think that's really cool. You can see on this side you have, 6 pockets. That's awesome. And that extra pocket there could remove some weight, and that's just, look at that. That's just good engineering. That's just being a good maker, designer, taking care of your customers, trying to keep that weight down. I really appreciate that. So let me clean this off, and then we can get a better look at it. I was thinking maybe I could just take sandpaper to it, just give it a once over or something and see if that somehow helps. But I also don't want to mess it up. It's not like it's bad or anything, so. But I would assume that sandpaper would just knock off any kind of burr that's on there. It wouldn't do any damage. So let's just see. I mean, it's smooth. I don't feel anything, so. So I was thinking maybe there was just a burr hanging off. Anyway, it feels smooth, so I think we're good. I don't think I really did anything there, but. So you got to make sure you keep your washers and your steel washers, because I accidentally, when I took the last one apart, I had a hand satin one come in between having the DLC one and this one. I actually traded. What is going on with the light? Why is it like, I don't know if you see that, but it's like all blue for some reason. Super weird. Hopefully that's just on my end. Let me just do this real quick. Clean those lenses off a little bit. It's still got that. Hang on. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. Not like you need to see the perfect colors. Alright, so just cleaning everything up. Here's the bearings. You're going to be talking about 5mm. Standard stamped cage bearings, which they actually work great. The ones in that other one obviously are fantastic. So I'm not trying to say that the bearings aren't good, because they are. But I am trying to say I'm a bougie guy, so it is what it is. They are 5mm, so I should have... Is that what these are? I swear these are the ones I took out of... Oh no, okay. Looks like my last set of Gillian 5mm. I should have some skiffs, so we'll see how that goes. But KPL guys, knifepivotlube.com. Check them out. There's a link below. You can use my code Lefty10. You'll get 10% off. Check it. Stop pin. Yeah, I've usually never had any problem taking his knives apart, so it was kind of strange when that happened to me. But I wasn't like, it was when I was kind of out of it, so I could see it happening for sure. So you can see here, the detemp ball has to wear a path in, right? And it has these horizontal grind lines to contend with. And I think that as it breaks through that, it's just going to get better and better, and that's kind of my theory on this. So I don't think I need to worry too much about the action. I think it'll improve itself over time. Seems like everything's in place. Try, if I can, put body screws in first. Not tighten them all the way, just give them, you know, put them in there a little bit. Holds everything together. Get my Loctite just because just trying to get a little bit into that thread. That's it. You don't want to go crazy, guys. I've seen some knives recently with some crazy Loctite. Everything seems to be going smoothly here, unlike the last time. Last time, I've told this story before, but I forgot to put a washer in, and it cost me dearly. So we are dead nuts on centering, seems like. Yep. All right, let's see. Flicks out pretty good. Any side to side? Nothing. Vertical? Nothing. Lock stick. Oh yeah, much better. And let's see. Not exactly a guillotine. Oh, you know what I forgot? Forgot the heavy detent ball, although that shouldn't make that much of a difference. I always forget which side is the detent ball on because I'm left-handed, or because it's left-handed. Yep, it's on the detent track. And I will say, some knives just don't take to bearings, so you just have to deal with it. I also could have over tightened, so I'm working through here. Still not even close to how it was. Still centered though. Play. No play, so I've still got room to work with here. Blade play. Still no play, so. Detent doesn't. I think I'm going to switch the bearings back. I'm not seeing any kind of positive effect here. It doesn't seem like. I do have some skiffs I could put in, but I don't know. I remember doing skiffs on the original Axon I had, and I don't remember that being a huge benefit either, so put those aside. Let's just see what happens. When we drop in stock back. You can see the KPL Heavy is now all over the lock bar, so that's good. Yeah, this is always the fear when you take a knife apart is, am I going to make the action worse? Like, my goal, obviously, is to make it better. But you can inadvertently make it worse if from factory or from the maker or whatever it's put together extremely well. You know, it's a risk for sure. But usually I'm pretty good at this, so it's just a matter of getting things right. And of course, remembering how it was to begin with. It was never a guillotine like this, so that may be something I'm expecting that I shouldn't. rock. Okay, sorry. Got some phone calls and I'm now trying skiffs. Gillians didn't work. The stock ones work. I don't know. I want to try, see if I could get it better. I'm thinking that the micarta and the belt satin's just not going to drop the way DLC and end cut does, I guess. Centered. That was a very smooth drop, I'll say that much. And it's pretty damn solid, so we might have a winner here. I'm sure they're just going to get better, too. Let's see how tight I had that. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with this because I just tightened it. And it still is pretty damn smooth. And hopefully it will just get better as those skips break in. So, looks like we have a winner chicken dinner. Still got a little bit of that stick. I'm hoping that wears in just overuse. It's not bad. It never really turns into a pop or anything. So, I don't think it's a big deal. But I'd say this, guys, is why I have all different bearings. Because it just comes down to the knife and what it prefers. So we're dead nuts on centering. Everything's tightened down. The pivot's tightened as far as I could get it without cranking. So there's no movement in any direction. What? Can't really feel it, but might be the slightest rock. But then it goes away after the first little feel, so I don't know what that's all about. This could have something to do with why I have the lock stick just off a little bit, and then, nope, there it's gone, so I don't know. Interesting stuff, but that's a quick, yeah. Disassembly, reassembly of the Axon Lefty liner lock. That will apply to any of them. It's very simple. Screw, pops off, take the blade off, take your stop pin out, clean, put your bearings in however you like to do it, whatever bearings you like to do it, stop pin, blade, pivot. I like to do these two first, lightly, put that one in, tight, then tighten these down so I have centering perfect. This one's going to be hard to let go because this one clearly is just like somehow a perfect example of the Lefty Axon, whereas this one's just a very good example, which hopefully will become perfect as I use it. But I just love satin. I can't get over it. And I kind of think I like the look of the micarta with the belt satin a little bit better than I like the full murdered out, even though I really do like the murdered out. It's just I don't know. I'm probably going to regret it, so maybe I'll just keep both. But anyway, that is your overview and disassembly of the Lefty Axon from Vero Engineering. Thank you again to Joseph. So I won't be doing any more videos on this unless it's in a top this or whatever, best of this video. But the review process is over for the Lefty Axon liner lock, and it was a blast. It was just a pleasure to review a left-handed knife. So I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you Later.